Guys, this is going to be the love reading for Virgo for the month of December 2020. What are the messages, Spirit, for Virgo when it comes to love for December? What are the messages for Virgo when it comes to love and when it comes to love in December? I'm getting dullness. A lot of you are feeling stuck right now. Let's look at some more cards so that I get more clarity. What are the messages for Virgo when it comes to love in December? What messages for Virgo when it comes to love in December? Okay. That's just too many cards, Spirit. I need like a couple of them. Okay, so I'm getting the moon. You need to be in touch with your intuition a little bit more. I feel like many of you are out of it. Integrity. Be true to your authentic self. Hanged man. Oh my God, you need a new perspective in life. And I'm getting the Tower card. So yeah, there is some kind of breakup that's happened or it's going to happen. It depends on you, Virgo, because we are all masters of our own fate. We make our own choices, right? So it's up to you. Do you want to continue with this relationship or not? But I would say trust your intuition. There may be some element of deception and lies going on because the moon also speaks to some kind of deception. Guardian, you are being guarded by the spirit, Virgo. Don't forget that. Like you are being very closely protected by spirit right now. The God, universe, however you want to call it. What else for Virgo in December when it comes to love? Let's see. I'm also getting a feeling like many of you are coming into alignment with who you are. A lot of you are discovering things about yourself. Ooh, that probably weren't that you probably weren't aware of before. Okay, so I'm getting narrowness, I'm getting courage, I'm getting fear in reverse, I'm getting fulfillment. Okay, this is like mixed mixed messages, but I'm gonna try and make sense of this. Okay, so right now, Virgo, you are going through this period of dullness, right? Like you don't know where this relationship is headed. You don't know if this is in a positive or negative direction. You're kind of confused about it. And it's not just your relationship, Virgo. I feel in general in life, you're feeling this sense of dullness around you. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but just this energetic dullness about you. Like things are not moving. There's this lethargy almost that surrounds you, right? And I think a lot of it has to do with integrity in the sense that I think a lot of it has to do with really coming into your own. This is about restructuring because I see the spine in this card, like a lot of symbolism in this card. You're going through a rite of passage right now, Virgo. Like you are discovering things about yourself, which you probably hadn't for many, many years before. And I feel like many of you have started doing the shadow work pretty recently. And this is getting you into alignment with what you really need in your life. Does it mean it's going to be what you want? No, most probably not. But is it what you need? Yes, most likely. Because Spirit always guides you towards what you need, not what you necessarily want. And your intuition is pretty strong at this point, but also there are some chances that you're going through some kind of deception. This can be deception and illusions about your own self. It can be deception and illusions from your partner. If you are in a romantic relationship, there is some kind of delusion going on, some kind of deceit going on. But there is also a sense of duality with the moon card because, in a sense, it's about harnessing your demons also. This is about recognizing that there is light and darkness in each of us. And this can apply to your romantic relationship. This can apply to you as an individual as well. So you are gradually, Virgo, you are gradually learning to discover that you have both light and dark in you, just as everybody else. But for the longest time, you may have put a lid on your dark side, but now you're discovering parts of yourself, maybe through shadow work, through meditation, which may be shocking to you, but which also kind of liberate you in a lot of ways. And this is leading you to restructure your life in a way right now, which brings you into your higher purpose. And this also requires you to have a change in perspective, Virgo, because I feel like for a long time, a lot of you were doing things with a certain fixed notion, like this is how it has to be. Because see, the thing is, Virgo rules the sixth house of everyday routine, and routine is pretty predictable, right? Routines are not unpredictable. They cannot be, because otherwise it wouldn't be called a routine. But I feel like as you're embarking on this journey of self discovery, Virgo, I feel like a lot of you are having to change that perspective, which is kind of shocking. That's why I said some of this stuff may be shocking to you because you've never done this before. So, in a way, it may be looking at your opposite sign, Pisces, in terms of going with the flow, which is kind of weird to you, Virgo, because you have trouble going with the flow sometimes. Sometimes you want to control things, and this is where you share the similarity with Scorpio in a lot of ways. You want things to be predictable, you want things to be in control, especially because you're an earth sign. You may want things a certain way, but those gifts are not going to come to you unless you have the change of perspective. And the change of perspective may have to do with the way you've been going about your life in general, because you've been putting a lid on a lot of things, Virgo. I'm not going to lie. Like this whole card sequence that came up tells me that you're going through a lot, but at the same time, you're also realizing that you've put a lid on a lot of things, and there will be a tower moment in your life. I'm not going to lie. Maybe it's going to happen now, maybe it's going to happen a few weeks, a few months down the line, but this is for December. So I'm getting a sense that there is going to be a tower moment, whether that's actually to do with the romantic relationship or whether that's just you breaking away from old patterns, beliefs, habits. I get a sense it's about the second thing. I get a sense that it's about breaking away from patterns and beliefs. I don't know, I get the sense that love is not really the most important thing for you right now for whatever reason. Like you definitely want love to come in if you're single. You definitely want that in your life. But I feel like at this stage of your life, and we're talking about December right now, it's more about coming into alignment with who you are. And there is going to be a tower moment which kind of breaks you away from old patterns, old beliefs, negative thinkings, basically anything that doesn't serve you. And Spirit wants me to tell you that the universe is watching over you big time. They are closely watching you and they are guiding you as to where you need to go. So I would pay very close attention to any dreams, any signs that you're getting, symbols, any totems, animal totems, spirit totems, anything, any messages that are coming to you. I would pay very close attention to those and maybe look them up, look up the meanings online, just to get an understanding of whether you're on the right path. And I'm also getting the fear card in reverse. So I feel like a lot of you are conquering your fears. A lot of these fears had to do with childhood trauma. And these were deep rooted fears, guys. That's what I'm picking up on. Like really deep rooted fears. You're getting rid of those. And Virgo, you really need to pat yourself on the back for undertaking such a big task, because for you it's extra difficult because you thrive on predictability. You thrive, like just like the other earth signs, you thrive on stability. But right now life is forcing you to go outside of your comfort zone and it's feeling very uncomfortable, but you are overcoming your fears. There is a sense of narrowness right now. I feel like a lot of it has to do with this stage of limbo that you're in right now, which is like neither here nor there. You're not your past self anymore, which was more organized, which was more, going with the routine and having everything in place, like that framework that Virgos like to have. You're getting out of that framework, but you're not in a new framework yet. You still have to come up with that new framework, which aligns with your next purpose, your path of ascension. And that is bringing in a feeling of being a little bit lost, because Virgo doesn't like being lost. All the earth signs, they don't like being uncertain. And Virgo is no exception. I'm getting courage here. Spirit is asking you to be very courageous during this time. You may uncover a lot of ancestral wounds, what I'm getting from this card. Maybe a lot of shocking truths. Maybe hidden secrets in the family, stuff that your ancestors may have kept as a secret from you. basically family secrets. A lot of them are coming out because of you doing shadow work. You may be realizing, okay, why do I get triggered by something like this? And then when you start doing shadow work, you realize, oh my God, this has to do with something that happened with my grandfather or my grandmother or even my great grandmother, great grandfather. So this is going back generations, Virgo. This is not about just your life right now. So you are actually healing generational cycles, which is excellent. I'm also getting the fulfillment card. So once you do this work, which you're already doing, you are going to have this path of fulfillment, and this speaks to abundance. Now this abundance doesn't always have to be material abundance. I think a lot of people get it wrong, like when they see the Ace of Cups, when they see any of these prosperity cards, they think, oh my God, it's going to be all material wealth. Not necessarily. Abundance can be being completely content in the present moment. Abundance can be being so zen and so in the moment and so satisfied and finding bliss in the everyday. I think that's where Virgo's secret is. Virgo is about everyday. But how do you find joy in everyday? It's by finding joy in the minutiae, the small things, Synergy. This is asking that, you synergize your own energies. So you are sort of, like I said, you're stuck in limbo. Not stuck, I wouldn't say stuck because you are moving forward. But you're in this place of limbo right now where you're crossing over. You're moving to a different journey right now. And this is about synergizing your past self and what you're becoming right now, Virgo. So I know none of this had to do with love, which is ironic because this is a love reading, but I somehow feel like love is not really the main concern for you, Virgo. I feel like you're really in this process of healing right now, and that is where the gold is, Virgo, honestly. So I hope you liked this reading. If you liked it, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to comment on my channel in the comment box below. If you'd like a reading done, like a birth chart reading, tarot reading, or even a synastry chart reading, drop me a message on my Facebook or email. The links are in the description box. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.